Everyone feels stressed from time to time. But if you're experiencing these five things continuously, constantly, regularly, my dear sister, my auntie, mommy, friend, maybe it is not just stress. It might be more than stress. It might be time to pay attention to your mental health. Yes. So, what are these five things? I'm going to tell you about them in a bit. First of all, if you're new to this channel, my name is Blessing Ekundayo. Welcome! I am the confident woman. I'm also a doctor in the mental health field, right? I'm a wife, I'm a mother. I'm just a woman who loves living her dreams, who likes to walk in her purpose. I'm also a child of God. So you're welcome to join me on this journey of confidence together. Right, so let's talk about those five signs that it might be more than just stress, okay? A lot of times we go through stress. Maybe we're facing, a challenge in life. Work is very hard, stressful, busy. Life is just happening, family, relationships, and what have you, right? And sometimes, we feel somehow in our bodies. But the difference is when it is stress, and that situation goes away, we feel much better. But if these five things I'm about to talk about are constantly happening to you, ladies, it is time to do something about this, about them, okay? Number one, let's go right into it. Number one is when you constantly worry and you just cannot switch off. Your mind cannot just switch off. You're constantly worrying. Even when there is absolutely no reason for you to worry, you're worried about, what is happening right now. You're worried about the future. You're worried about what has not happened. You just constantly worry. Your brain cannot switch off. Your brain cannot not worry, right? It is not okay, right? It's important that you get help. It is not normal to just keep worrying and worrying and worrying. Things that you should not even worry about, you are worrying about them, right? That's number one. That's a sign. Number two is your sleep is a mess. Now, I hear this a lot from some of my patients. They tell me, oh, they can't sleep, or when they go to bed, they struggle to actually initiate sleep, so to fall asleep. That's a big problem. And sometimes, when for you watching me, maybe when you even fall asleep, eventually you sleep for only a short time, and then you wake up again, and what is happening? You're thinking about everything all over again because your brain cannot shut down, right? It was thinking over and over, before you fell asleep. You eventually got like a couple of hours of sleep or whatever, and then you wake up and then you're thinking about it all over again, and you struggle again to fall asleep, and that is happening continuously, constantly. No, ladies, that's not just stress. That is more than just stress. Okay. Number three is you're avoiding people, you're avoiding places, you're avoiding things, right? When you find that you're constantly having to withdraw yourself from people, from places, from things. Why? Because all of these make you feel really overwhelmed, make you feel really anxious. That's no longer just stress. That could be something impacting on your mental health negatively. It is not normal to constantly want to avoid people, constantly want to avoid places, constantly want to avoid things, because they make you feel anxious all the time, right? This is not just stress. It is more than just stress. Now, number four is when you find it so hard to function, right? You find that maybe you are usually a high achiever, you're on point at work, but right now it's taking so much time to accomplish things that should take maybe like half an hour or 1 hour. It's taking you hours. Your cognition is just it is so slow, and people already begin to complain that you're taking so much time to complete this task and all of that, right? You just cannot keep up with relationships, you can't keep up with work, you can't keep up with tasks, you can't keep up with activities. Everything just feels really hard, really overwhelming for you. It is not just stress, okay? That is not just stress. That is something else, okay? And your body is telling you, is giving you a sign that it is not just stress. And now number 5 is when you feel that your body is always on high alert, right? You always feel like you are on the edge. Your body feels tense, your muscles feel tense, right? A lady told me, oh, my throat always feels very, very tense, you know, in those moments of anxiety, in those moments of, she thinks it's just about stress. No, it's not just stress. Some people, they feel their hearts racing very fast all the time. Why? Because they're feeling really anxious. So why have I shared all of these things? It may be more than stress. It may, you know, it is more than stress, right? When you're experiencing all of these things, it's actually more than stress. It could be anxiety, it could be so many other things, right? Maybe you're just really, really burnt out and you need a break. I've shared this to let you know that if you're experiencing all of these things, it is time for you to take a break and see your doctor. Find a mental health practitioner, a mental health professional, you know, that you can discuss these things with and get help immediately. There is help for you. You may be faking it, you know, you're still smiling, but deep down you know that you are struggling, right? Don't wait until you completely break down. No, get the help that you need and get it now. Okay, let me know in the comment section if you found this helpful. Until I see you again next time, I am Blessing Ekundaya. I'm the confident woman. God bless you and thanks for watching. Bye for now.